I'm thankful that you did me wrong, cause now I got it right, I promise you gon' miss me gone. I done seen it all like the first picture phone. They wishing on my downfall with the wishing bar.
That hurt a lot. You know what I'm talking about, it hurt a whole lot. I blame myself for not being mentally prepared for a letdown.
Now unless you on cloud 10, under a rock, how you in the motherfucking word? What's good, y'all? It's yours truly. Once again, HeartBreak Ace. If you're familiar with my content or not, hit that like, comment, subscribe so the algorithm is breaking content every time I upload. Cause you know the algorithm always try to stop y'all from getting these videos, man. He hate on me. But I already told him, baby, I am a hustler, baby. I said water to a well. I'm feeling a little cool today. I might not beat you up, man. Just make sure the people get the video so they can like and subscribe, algorithm. Psych, I lied. Take that with you. Yeah, don't hold your face. I know. Just make sure the people get these videos. But nah, topic of discussion while we here. Shout out to my guy Joe, man, the Podfather. I know it's been a while since I probably did a video about my guy Joe. I think the last time I did it was for his 44th birthday recently. But this is episode 759 of the Joe Budden Podcast, and they had a lot of topics that he spoke on. But of course, when it comes to Joe, everybody like to hear his opinion when it comes to Drake. But however, this ain't just about Drake, because everybody already know about the Drake and Kendrick beef that's been going on. And they definitely want to tune in when Joe has something to say about that. Well, the topic at hand, if we don't know, Kendrick Lamar has just been selected to perform at the Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. And we already know how people felt about that, which felt like it should have been Lil Wayne because he's from New Orleans. And also, the new release with the Black Air Forces, the infamous Black Air Forces that Kendrick Lamar recently just dropped on IG Live. The song, everybody going with the song Watch the Party Die because the song was untitled for a long time, so it just makes sense to Watch the Party Die because he keeps saying it in the hook. However, my guy Joe, he's about to give his opinion. Him and the crew, they're going to get their opinion, how they feel about the situation. So you already know what we're doing if you're familiar with my channel. My guy Joe said that I was starting to pile up on him. Pause. He need my help. I said, of course you know I got you because you my guy. So you already know what we're doing. Mask on or mask off. Really don't matter, man. If you're scared, stay home. Let's spin the block.
If you had Parks loving this on the Joe Budden Podcast bingo card,
I think that's a given. This is my bag.
You all right? Parks absolutely loves it.
Little soul loop.
I guess we're starting from that way.
All right.
Big Freeze.
Cool song. I'll never play it again. I'm not. I don't love or hate it. It's just it's cool. Like I get what he's saying. I understand what the song was meant to do, but this is not something that I would ever go back to listen to again.
Okay.
All right. Don't love it. Don't hate it. Cool. We'll never revisit this. Big Freeze. You want to give everybody your socials?
Yeah, officially
Add
Ice.
officially Ice. Black
Ice.
Twitter Hall of Fame, nigga. Fuck is y'all talking about out there? Y'all know his body.
Mm-hmm.
Big-ish.
Conceptually, it was like a 8.5 for me. I like what he was talking about. I understand everything he was saying. Sonically, it was like to Ice's point, it's not something that I'm gonna play.
All right.
But I think lyrically it was cool.
Love the concept. Lyrically amazing. It's
All right, y'all, we back. I had to pump the brakes just a little quick second, man. I just had to stop it just to say, man. Much as I love Drake, I'm a grown man, so I can't be biased in no situation. You already know Ish and them gonna say that the song was mid, bro. That's normally what they're gonna say because they clearly rock with Drake, and that's cool because I do as well. But as grown men, we can't sit here and act like I don't hear them say they like certain songs, certain rap songs, and this is in that same bag, Kendrick Lamar. I'm not even a fan of Kendrick Lamar, but what that song does to me spiritually, because the person I am. You cannot hit on that song. If that was like that type of style that he was giving me forever, I would have always probably been a Kendrick Lamar fan. If he was giving me that exact style from Watch the Party Die, plus the Not Like Us. And he really wasn't. Yeah, he had that intellectual type of songs, but it wasn't that soulful ass beat, man. And how he just had that, like, the feeling of being by himself, or Build and Destroy, like The Bridge Is Over, on some KRS-One shit, bro. It was just a beautiful thing for hip hop. And I'm still a big fan of Drake, pause, but we can't be biased and act like that song was just some mid shit, bro. We can't act like that was just some mid shit. Cause to me personally, out of all the songs in the beef, other than Not Like Us, Watch the Party, that was the best song to me. Like, we're not gonna just sit here and act and be biased about this situation. Like, that was, y'all always say that. And I rock with my boy Ish too, man, cause his perspective be, he cool, he just cool. Like, the old head that still try to be cool, I ain't mad at that. It kind of remind how my dad is a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Cause they is a little older than me, like 10 years. But anyway, you the same person that said Not Like Us was mid. We can't do that, bro. We can't do that. And I don't even I don't like Not Like Us because of all the PDF shit you put on Drake. Like, that's just, you trying to destroy somebody's whole livelihood. They got kids, man. Like, Drake ain't really do that with yours, man. Because if it was really some BS about your baby mama with Dave Free and all of that, the tension in y'all would have been broke up. It wouldn't have been a rap song Drake doing in the beef to make y'all destroy y'all family. But this PDF that you putting on Drake and got a daughter that he hiding, all this other shit you was doing, we don't care about the daughter shit, but the PDF shit and all of that, and the 8 man, all of that, bro, that destroys somebody's whole livelihood. Cause even the allegations destroy you. But other than that, man, we can't sit here and act like Watch the Party that was. I rock with that. However, I still feel a way about the song, and I'm gonna tell you why later on. But you already know what we doing, man. The op's still on the block. We can't sit here and keep talking, bro. Let's spin the block again.
Amazing. As far as revisiting this, low probability there. Low probability. Flip?
The record, I just think the timing is wrong for me. I think it's the wrong time. I think especially after everything that's going on with the whole Super Bowl thing, I just think to put a song out like that, it's just the wrong time. That's the only thing for me that didn't make me really. I like the record. I think it's dope. I listened to it a couple of times. I like what he's saying, but it's like, nigga, you already won. It's not the time. You got the Super Bowl. People are mad about the Super Bowl, and then you drop this record. It's like kicking a dog while it's down. That's how I took it.
You take this as a diss record?
You took this as a diss?
Yeah, to me.
To who though? To Drake?
I thought that's how I took it when I was listening to it.
I didn't take it as a diss record. I didn't take it as that at all.
Not at all.
It's like more critical. He criticizing society.
All right, so we were swerving a little bit, man, but I had to stop, man, because I'm kind of rocking with my boy Queen's Flip with this. The whole record wasn't a diss record to Drake, but it was centered around Drake. The whole Watch the Party Die and his whole situation of him going against Drake, finally want to go against Drake and say his name, and the way he came about the beef with the records that he did, the how he did it, the subject that he spoke on in the diss. He basically saying, which I caught this from the song, he dissing Drake, but at the same time he dissing the world in its entirety when it comes to this industry shit. Like, Drake is the top of the top in the game, right? So Drake, as much as I love Drake, as of late, Drake is a better artist than he was back then. However, the old Drake is better than the new Drake. And I already explained that because Drake had substance. He just had a lot of meaning and feeling to his songs. But nowadays it seems like instead of setting the trend, he following the trend. And he don't have to. With all these songs that he doing with the Sexy Reds and all of these people, or making drill songs and all of that shit, that's not his bag. But he choose to do that. And I guess you want to show people that the youth that you got versatility and all of that. But we already know you got versatility and all of that. You one of the main people that can really sing and rap with the best of them since 2009. So we already knew you had that type of versatility. You don't have to try to please to the new sound that ain't even got no substance. No offense to the young generation, but that's just the truth. They ain't speaking about nothing. The girls want to cheat on men that's doing them right, and the niggas want to act like the women. It's so much going on right now, and it's crazy. So it's instead of maturing the sound, which we know Drake can do, which he have yet to do, instead of maturing the sound from back in the day, it's like he following the propaganda. So it's like if he the head, that would be like the head of the snake. If he following the propaganda, everybody gonna stay tuned in to the bullshit going on in the music industry and what is feeding our kids, the energy that's giving our kids that's watching this shit. So it's like Kendrick saying he can preach all day, but if the one that's spreading the propaganda is still up here, whatever I say don't matter. Nothing's gonna change. It only gonna get worse. And that was the meaning of that song. And I hated it had to be Drake. Don't apologize. I hate it had to be Drake. Are you? I feel like he really hate Drake, but I could be wrong. And Drake, and I'm not saying Drake is part of the agenda of what's going on in the new world, but he not helping it as far as stopping it. Because when he touched something, it's platinum. So it helps spread the message of what these niggas is doing. You doing songs with these niggas that's ain't nowhere near your caliber, and they talking about shit that's destroying the neighborhoods, the society. You gotta watch the party die. Cause everybody keep doing the same thing. They always fall into the same group doing the same shit. And we tired of it. That's why we can't never eat as people. But I done put gas in again, man. So, you know, we got to still go see the ops on the block with them, bro. We can't leave them by themselves. So you already know what we doing, man. Mask on, mask off. It don't matter. Let's spin the buck again.
He criticizing society. He criticizing hip hop. He criticizing.
I took it as he was
our culture. But,
The walk a man down line is more impactful after many people think that he walked a man down.
True.
But
Yes.
I don't think he's referring to Drake. I think he's saying this is what it's going to take from all of us.
yes, I agree.
Tough love to the people, and we'll be better for it if we
What about the
kill
line
bullshit.
when he said that there's no turning back? What's the line he said? He said the line as far as
I'm going to continue to play it. I don't know if the line you was talking about is in his first
no,
verse.
it's in the beginning. As far as when he said that there's no forgiveness. I gotta hear it again. He said it went too far. There's no forgiveness or something to that effect of basically saying that. I took it as nigga, there's no room
They
for
can't come back
apologies.
from
You
it,
can't
yeah.
come back from what happened, and the only situation I could equate that to is with him and Drake. That's why I thought that
See, I take that line to mean the state of hip hop today,
Yeah,
Or the state of our
landscape.
culture.
no
Yeah.
going back to where
The landscape.
You guys are
Basically,
talking about
the
the shit.
essence
The
of
line, the shit got done too wicked to apologize. It's different. Tell them to get whacked and disqualified.
Yeah,
That's
that
line.
one. Yeah, I mean, you guys are hip hop historians, so you guys think deep. On the surface level, that's what I took it as. I was like, that's the wrong time.
But don't do that to yourself. You're an Afrobeats historian too. So, or
the reason why I'm
Right.
gonna tell you the reason why I wouldn't take this as a Drake.
Go Freeze, put me on.
as a Drake diss, because I'm gonna give Kendrick some credit here. This is the same person that said if I catch flight, it's gonna be direct, and I'm not sneak dissing, I'm not subbing. So for you to, if this were a Drake diss and you come out subbing like this, it's very hypocritical of everything you just said.
But was
so
it a
I'm gonna
sub?
give him benefit of the doubt and say he wasn't doing that.
Got
he
it,
was
okay.
actually talking about him just being fed up with where hip hop is today, and I'm tired of this shit, and it's gonna take. Basically, this is my call to destroy and rebuild type
Got
of
it.
shit.
This is destroy and rebuild. This is not.
It's
And
much
not
bigger
just-
than Drake.
This
And
is
not just hip-hop.
Way bigger than Drake.
Got it.
And this is a couple days off of the Super Bowl promo vid saying no round twos.
My name Kendrick Lamar, and I'll be performing at Super Bowl 59. Will you be pulling up? I hope so. You know it's only one opportunity to win a championship. No round twos. Let's get it. Boom!
I just went to TikTok and listened to all the breakdowns. That's what I did. I got to see what was going on. But clearly you can hear that he's fed up. It's almost like, all right, 3 o'clock high. I got the bully out the way first month of school, and now it's time to deal with the rest of you.
Yeah.
Like that's what it sounds like. And I'm out of order. I want to hear from Big Mel.
I like the record. It's I'm not turning it off if it comes on, but I liked a lot more of the, music that we heard earlier. But I thought the timing was weird as well, unless this is like a prelude to what is going to be the content of the entire album. So, and I also didn't take it as like a full-on Drake diss. I thought that it was like a jump off, like to where he understood that everybody would assume it was, and then it really became an indictment on the industry as a whole. And especially when you get to the third verse, I feel like he's really shooting at like YouTubers and streamers and stuff like that. Like, kind of like buzzards picking at a carcass. You know what I'm saying? Like that was kind of how I processed. Like we'll get to the third verse, but that was what really stood out in terms of the song for me.
I think that was a lot of that in there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it was bigger than hip hop. I think it was like just our culture. You know what I'm saying? Like our urban society. I think it was an indictment against that more so than just even hip hop music, in my opinion.
And all of this tracks back to if you really paid attention to like the Mr. Morale, Big Steppers album. Like he's been kind of alluding at just being fed up with where the culture is. So yeah, now I take out the spearhead, the biggest artist in the culture, and now I can address this shit, kind of like what Joe was saying. Yeah, I don't.
All right, y'all, we back again, man. A little 5-minute swerve, man. I just want to piggyback off of what Flip said and Mel said. You already won, nigga. And then, like, the fact that even though I understand why Lil Wayne didn't get invited to be performing at the Super Bowl, it's still like a spit in his face, bro. Like, okay, you had this little beef with Drake. Wayne ain't really said nothing in this whole situation. Wayne don't really say nothing about nobody. And it's almost like we spitting in the nigga face to bring this song out now. Even though I rock with the song, it's almost like the timing was bad for this. Like, you should have just waited for this. That's basically my critique about the song. I mean, it's almost like you're trying to like do the rollout for your album. And I feel like it's based on American historical events, like Independence Day and all of those things like that. So you choosing all these type of days, just like you having the big ass flag behind you, kicking off the Super Bowls, like you're trying to symbolize that type of situation. That might be the theme of your album right now. You doing, because everything you did was on the events that's historical events for America. But I respect what you're trying to do. But is it just to sell your album? Is it just because Drake said you acting like you're trying to free the slaves? And so many people try to go crazy about that line. But the nigga dad is black, bro. The nigga saying like, bro, you acting like when our people was locked in shambles and shit, you acting like you gonna go help free him or some shit. You were pretending to be an activist, is all he was saying. People try to take that shit because oh, we trying to talk about that nigga. The nigga dad black. He's saying stop acting like you gonna be a real activist for niggas just to sell records. That's all he was trying to say. Because he's not pretending to be nobody with his records. He basically singing about females most of the time. And I guess because of all of that shit, people say he can't be hard. He gotta be a scary nigga that's scared to fight because that's the type of music he make. And that's the mistake that we make in this whole, in life period, not just the industry. And it's like, that's my only problem that I always have with K-Dot. I always felt like it was just the images to sell records. Because the people that you looked up to. You could really feel that way, but is you living like that? And that's the difference. A lot of people can feel a way about things that's on the right side or the wrong side. But is you really doing something to make a difference and shit other than making historical events to try to clown another rapper saying that you better than them? Because that's all you really been doing. Before every album came out, you come out of nowhere to spark attention with some dissing somebody's shit. And I guess we're supposed to respect it. But before I even finish my breakdown, man, it's a little bit more, man. I'm kind of like gonna dig deep into what my boy Joe had to say how he feel about the whole album in its entirety. So it's probably the last time I'm gonna spin the block, man. But we gotta make sure we get the op for sure. So you already know what we doing, man. You scared, stay home, man. Mask on, mask off. It don't matter, but you know I'm pulling up with my mask off because I ain't never scared. Let's spin the block again.
I absolutely love it. Hate to take all the air out the balloon so early. Wish I could have found a slower way to walk the dog. I absolutely love it, and I'm probably not going back to it much. I feel like this was an extension of 616 in LA.
A little bit.
For me.
Yeah, musically, sonically, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like if you hated 616 in LA, then you don't have a chance with this.
Falls in, Meet the Grams also kind of
It has,
falls in that playlist.
I
that's
totally
different for
agree
me.
with you. I totally agree with you.
Because I love 616 in LA is probably my favorite out of all of that. And I don't.
You don't
these
see
two don't-
similarities sonically?
I mean, just,
But
just the beat a little, yeah, but.
My music profile of you is one with the chakras. 616 in LA has the tempo and the intensity, the drive, sonic.
That hurt. Hurt a lot. You know what I'm talking about, it hurt a whole lot. I blame myself for not being mentally prepared for a letdown.
I think that when people are super, super, super lyrical like this and like Nas and like a few other people, the chakra people out there are like, whack beat, get out of here. Some of the vocalists are choosing beats to highlight the vocals, and I think this beat selection is ridiculous. Shout out to Ransom. This beat is crazy. If I had a complaint, this is a 5-minute, 6-minute joint. At some point, I too would have liked when you get in your, like you did for it.
Yeah, but this is musically, beat wise, this is a genre of drumless, kind of loopy sound shit. Even though they built around this loop beautifully, indiscreetly.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to get bigger.
Also, no, you're right about that.
This feels like a freestyle-y kind of vibe. You know what I mean?
You're right. You're right about that. I'm off base. Historically, we get Preacher Kendrick before Mike Williams and The Wire comes out. Before we see Omar, we get Preacher time. He normally leads y'all with some type of message, some preachy, rappity rap. I want better for my people, untitled album-ish type of shit, and then heads start to roll.
Well, you can hear that in this, because he had the line he muted out, damn near.
That I have been trying for 4 days to piece together. And I will continue to do so. I haven't pieced it together, but somebody died there that shouldn't have died.
Yeah.
Because the next 4 to 8 bars, and I'll play it, is expounding on that. But somebody, I feel like direct names were said and killed, and I can't do that. So bleep that out. Other than that, I don't think we would get a bleep from him. 1. 2, not mad at anybody that hates it. It's not your bag. Totally not mad at you.
This is for underground rap heads, essentially.
Yes.
This is not supposed to be for commercial.
For the new audience that he gained from the beef, from Not Like Us, and the success that he had last year. This is back to the core, back to the backpack. For me, this is the 30 minutes that the pastor does at a black church after the climax and the organ stop.
Okay.
I see what you're saying.
Okay.
He's saying some shit, but he just went up. This is the come down. There's a message here. We need to hear it. It's rude for us to get up and walk out right now. So, and he killed the whole sermon. So I'll stay. I'll stay. That was what I thought. I saw somebody on Twitter express it even better. I wish I could remember your name, homeboy, to give you the credit. But somebody on Twitter said, this music sounds like the credits in the mob movie when each member goes to live their individual life and either ends up dead or in jail or the feds come or whacked, and then we get the script on screen telling us about the rest of their story. And when I saw it, they paired this music with with that exact scene, and I say he smoked that. Damn, he smoked that.
Also, the manner in which it released tells me that it's not intended to be for a bigger audience. He just put it on Instagram with some fucking Air Force Ones. Like this is freestyle vibes to me. Almost a step above freestyle.
That's what I was really hung up on the most, because everything with Kendrick is intentional. It's a meaning behind it. It's a reason for it. There's no leak. There's no this just happened.
Mm-hmm.
We did this right now for this reason. Mm-hmm. So I always get to try to get into the why is this happening right now. I mean, the only thing I knew was it was happening during the VMAs, and I'm like, is there something there? You try to step on that, like.
See, I
don't know.
I don't think it's that deep this time, only because we have our Super Bowl announcement. So now we can reverse engineer as consumers. The Super Bowl is in February. Mm-hmm. September's moving fast. Mm-hmm. So let's say his team, his trusted team, is starting with October. We already know that they got a record that they're gonna put a lot of money behind, because I heard a piece of it in front of that Not Like Us shit. Mm-hmm. You would be a fool to not put money behind that record. Mm-hmm. You gotta think that you'll give that record 4 to 6 weeks to try to get some type of momentum going before the Super Bowl, right? Mm-hmm. So now at this point, I can tease, I can play. I also still have Not Like Us as a top 5 record. I don't want to drop anything that might disturb that still, not yet. Not until we are ready with our next record and our next campaign.
And being that this song is kind of sonically the antithesis of Not Like Us. Mm-hmm. This is...
All right, y'all, we back like a little 6-10 minute swerve, man. Wasn't really too long, man. Saw the op on the block this time, though. You already know. I got him. Now, I rock with my boy Joe, man, but it's like, he always had tension with Drake, for those that don't know. But you should know, especially if you're on my channel, you should already know this information. And he used once to rock with Drake. He gonna say whatever he wanna say on the fact that he loved Drake too and all of that, but that's just for the cameras. Y'all got personal situations with each other, and y'all used to be like this with each other. And it's like, you always express how you feel for Kendrick. You want a hug from Kendrick, want to embrace his energy and all of that. You basically trying to be petty in front of Drake because you know Drake watches the podcast. You trying to spit in his face. And he do it as well back to you. Y'all go back to back, tick for tack with each other. And it's been like this forever. And it's just, you, like a lot of other people, couldn't wait to see him lose. You even said it on your podcast, so it's not like it's a secret. You wanted to see him because nobody never put a tick in his armor, and now that it's finally happening, you want to see him the events or what's transpired and how he come back from this. Now I can't say Joe is a true hip hop head, so he really want to see, can one of the people that was considered the GOAT get beat down like this and come back on top? Because if he can, then undeniably, if Drake come back off of this, we can't take nothing else away from him. If he come back to where everybody rock with him again, because he got to come back in a different bag. He got to really be how people always wanted him to be as far as hip-hop heads. He got to really show him he won now. And if he come back and do that, he'll be like the GOAT, for real. Because it'll be all the test of times, and he overcame them. Say what you want. And I think he can do it. And I think he will. And it's just, like I was saying, as far as this Super Bowl situation, he the best thing smoking right now. Kendrick. And he just beat Drake in the battle. Not the war, but he just beat Drake in the battle. So I can kind of see everybody want to meet ride him right now and want him to even actually be at the Super Bowl. However, man, it's just like, there's a lot of other people that they could have really got for this, other than Kendrick Lamar. He literally just did the last year's Super Bowl when Dr. Dre did it, which was iconic, and he had them on stage and all of that. He just shared the stage and did that then. But like I was saying, when it comes to the Super Bowl and all of that, them rich white billionaires, man, the closest one with the type of substance for music for them will be Kendrick Lamar, with the type of music he make. Because it's always talking about political problems and stuff like that in the world. So it kind of aligns with that. But at the same time, they don't really care for that. I'm sorry. I don't think America care for that and seeing justice for us and like that. But it sound appealing to the world that they care about that. So why not get an artist that speak on that all the time, which is Kendrick Lamar, especially after the beef with Drake. But it's a spit in the face to them, of course, because Lil Wayne and Drake are tied together. So it's like, damn, it's in New Orleans, but we can't have him do that because because if he do, Drake gonna end up being at the Super Bowl because he gonna add Drake on the set, and then Drake gonna be able to spit in his face again. All this blah blah blah. We gotta do Not Like Us because it won the battle and it's getting played everywhere. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't necessarily a Jay-Z call, but it was part of the Jay-Z call. So you definitely believe it was a spit in the face. But like I said, Lil Wayne is Lil Wayne, always been. But what have he did lately for him to actually want to be on the stage, you would say? That's not an excuse because at the end of the day, Dr. Dre just did it. What the fuck have he did lately? He had a fucking album, The Detox, that ain't never been out forever. What have he did lately? Wayne have at least been on features. What Dr. Dre did lately? He got it. So we can't even run that excuse, to be honest with you. We can't run that excuse. That's why Lil Wayne didn't get on the Super Bowl. I said it at first, but when I started breaking it down and thinking about it, man, it definitely was a play to be petty. But at the same time, much as we love Lil Wayne as a GOAT, he don't have a lot of songs that be appealing playing at the Super Bowl. Even if it was a party song, he don't really have that type of party song for that. His songs be hard because who he is Wayne, the way he rap, but he don't really have those. Like his best songs would be the features and his mixtape songs. His radio version songs, he ain't got a bunch. He gonna have to play a milli. Or 6 foot, 7 foot. You know what I'm saying? And Kendrick can add people, and he got, it's just a different bag with the people that he could add. Like, and Wayne could have added Drake and all of them, Nicki and all of them. It would have been better than me. I'm not gonna lie, but just because he's from New Orleans don't mean he was supposed to like be warranted that. And I just feel like they did that just to be more petty on this, to like solidify this. I think it's more than just Drake and Kendrick. It's the industry going against Drake now. I think he trying to go independent and leave this shit alone. And now I believe they all trying to attack him because his numbers ain't even the same right now. We can say whatever we want to say. Even though them songs with Lucy's, anytime Drake drop anything, they always go up. Always in the top 20. Lucy or not. Any song he ever had on the Billboard, that's a fact. And for these songs not even go past 28, all them songs that he did out of the 100 years, none of them passed 28 spots. And only 2 of them really like doing something, which is No Face and It's Up. And that's crazy though, because Circadian Rhythm was fire, the language too. But it's like, I don't think that's people not liking his song. I think that's the industry fighting against him now. I really do. I think it's the industry fighting against Drake. So they use these people. It ain't just these artists that went against Drake, man. It's the whole industry. He fighting the powers that be now. And he not American, he's Canadian. So it's like, it's a lot to go in that, man. I mean, you can read between the lines of what I'm trying to tell y'all. But other than that, man, I ain't mad at the song. It's just that the timing was very, very wrong. I gotta agree with Queen's Flip and Mel. But as far as saying the song was like Ish and Ice said, I can't agree with that. And that's just because that's maybe this is not their bag, but I can't agree with that also because they don't like songs that's in that bag. It got a little bit of replay value when you listen to that song. That's that type of, it's just soulful, man. I love that soulful hip hop. And maybe that's why I love it so much. I don't know. But it was just bad timing. I really do think that, you know. But that's all I have for y'all, man. You know, leave a comment down below. Let me know how y'all feel. And once again, man, tune into my guy Joe Budden Podcast, episode 759, man. It's always phenomenal content. I had to throw that in there, show my guy some love as always. But, you know, this world keeps showing me every day. And showing y'all what I always say. Love each other. It's HeartBreak.